Hello Islanders, today I wanted to discuss something about New Horizons that has always bothered me, and that is the lack of certain events. I know the game contains quite a few with Turkey Day, Halloween, May Day and more, but a lot of these events just feel sort of a bit empty, with a lot of holidays reduced to just being a seasonal item that you can purchase from the Nook shopping app. I'm looking at you, Whoopee Cushion. So I want to talk about 3 events that happened in previous games that I would love to see make a return and maybe be revamped for New Horizons. It's probably pretty obvious I would mention April Fool's Day after mentioning the Whoopee Cushion, but oh boy did I love New Leaf and its April Fool's Day event. In New Leaf, April Fool's Day is run by none other than our favourite faceless cat, Blanca. She wants to play a game with the player, and the game consists of finding Blanca as she takes on the appearance of different villagers. You must try and guess which version of your villager is the real one, based off things like their favourite saying or their birthday. April Fool's Day was so much fun in New Leaf because it tested your knowledge on your villagers and whether you knew who was the fake or not. I would love for this day to return alongside Blanca and have villagers give you items for guessing right, like maybe a rare piece of furniture or even their picture like they did in New Leaf. Maybe we could even draw on Blanca's face like we used to do in the previous games if we interact with her outside of the villager's house. Either way, please bring back April Fool's Day because I just really miss Blanca and I want her back. Bright Nights was an event that ran in Wild World and never returned. It started in February and consisted of all the villagers in your town decorating their house with bright lights as a contest. You could walk around the town to check out all the brightly lit up houses and then make a trip to Tortimer at the town hall to cast your vote for which house was the best. You could do this all week and whoever had the most votes by the following Sunday would win. I would love for this event to return but take place nearing the Christmas period. Imagine your villager's house is decked out in bright lights and Christmas themed garlands. As the island owner, you could walk around voting which house was the best by talking to Isabel, and throughout the week, whenever you voted, she could give you a light themed DIY that focused on things like hanging lights or a lit up archway, a bit like the ones you could get on Pocket Camp. And when the voting period was over and the villager wins, they could thank you for voting and give you a gift. I really loved the Bright Nights event as a kid because it just felt very cozy, and I think it would make a nice addition to New Horizons. The final event appears in the GameCube version of Animal Crossing and would take place both in the spring and the fall, and that event is the Sports Fair. Sports Fair consisted of both the player and villagers taking place in sporty mini games like tug of war and ball toss, and whichever villagers weren't participating in said games would stand on the sidelines and cheer. I thought this would make a lovely addition to New Horizons, with the ability to compete with your villagers for sports themed items or even just medals like the original game did. Villagers could express how tired they were after the games or tell you they're going to win, and each text would be different based on their personality type. At the end of it, there could even be a little cutscene with the player appearing in either first, second or third place and Tom Nook or Isabel announcing the winner. I feel like this event could be a fun way to interact with villagers by playing mini games with them. Is there any events you would like to see make a reappearance in New Horizons that appeared in other games?